Philadelphia news, team of my heart. You're about to discover some Sixers news that could change everything for the team this season. Imagine a player who brings toughness, versatility, and leadership, someone who's been through the grind and knows what it takes to win. You've watched the Sixers come close, but something's always been missing. This new addition could be the solution to all those heartbreaking near misses. If you're tired of seeing the Sixers fall short, then you need to know what's coming next. Want to stay ahead of all the Sixers news? Hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. Don't miss out on what could be the start of something special for the Sixers. When you hear about a fresh addition to the Sixers roster, you probably feel a mix of hope and skepticism. You wonder, is this the piece we've been missing? This season, with the stakes higher than ever, every signing matters. You've watched the Sixers come agonizingly close, and you're tired of seeing the same story repeat itself. It's easy to feel frustrated, especially when you know that the right player could be the difference between another season of heartbreak and finally bringing that championship home. But what if I told you the Sixers have just signed someone who might be the answer? Think back to the Olympics, where you witnessed extraordinary talent and sheer willpower. Remember the electrifying performances that made you believe that anything was possible? One player stood out, pushing himself beyond the limits, taking on the best in the world, and never backing down. He played with a passion that reminded you of why you fell in love with the game in the first place. You saw him rise to the occasion, even when the odds were stacked against him, and that's exactly what the Sixers need, a player with heart, grit, and the ability to shine under pressure. You've been craving Sixers news that gives you hope, and here it is. The Sixers have signed a player who's not just coming to fill a spot on the bench but to make a real impact. This isn't about hype, it's about a track record of winning, resilience, and an undeniable hunger for success. He's someone who's tasted victory on the biggest stages, who's been through the grind and come out stronger on the other side. Imagine a player who's not just ready to play but ready to prove that he belongs on this team, that he can contribute to the legacy that you and every Sixers fan dream of. Now, think about the pain of watching your team struggle in critical moments, those times when you knew that just one more reliable player could have made all the difference. This signing is the response to that pain. This is the moment when the Sixers have recognized what's been missing and made a move to address it. You've seen too many seasons end in disappointment. Now, it's time to start believing that this year could be different. This is the kind of Sixers news that makes you want to lean forward, pay attention, and start picturing the possibilities. This isn't just about stats or past performances, it's about a player who's bringing something extra, a determination to succeed that aligns perfectly with what the Sixers are building. When you see him take the court, you'll recognize that drive, that spark that says he's ready to fight for every inch, to challenge every opponent, and to do whatever it takes to help the Sixers win. You've been waiting for a player like this, someone who understands what it means to wear the Sixers jersey and to fight for the city that lives and breathes basketball. This signing is a statement. It's the Sixers telling you that they're not satisfied with just being good, they want to be great. They want to give you a team that doesn't just compete but dominates. And with this new addition, they're taking a significant step toward making that a reality. You're about to witness a player who has the potential to bring that extra edge, that X factor that every championship team needs. You can sense it, can't you? That feeling that something special is about to happen, that this could be the start of something big. But before we get ahead of ourselves, let's remember that this player has something to prove, not just to the league but to you, the fans. He's coming in with a chip on his shoulder, determined to show that he belongs in the NBA, that he can be a game changer for the Sixers. You've seen players come and go, but this one feels different. There's a sense of urgency, a fire that you can't ignore. This isn't just another signing, it's a chance for the Sixers to push beyond their limits and for you to finally see the team rise to the top. So, as you hear the Sixers news and start thinking about what it means for the upcoming season, ask yourself, what would it feel like to watch the Sixers finally get over the hump? To see them win those crucial games, to witness the culmination of all the hard work, the sacrifices, and the dreams? This new signing is a step in that direction, a move that signals the Sixers are all in, ready to do whatever it takes to win. And as a fan, that's exactly what you've been waiting for. If you're like most Sixers fans, you're ready for something real, something that gives you confidence that this year could be the one. You're tired of false hopes and near misses. You want to see your team rise to the occasion, to show that they're ready to contend with the best. This signing might just be the missing piece, the player who can bring everything together when it matters most. And that's why this is the kind of Sixers news that you can't afford to miss. Are you ready to hear more about how this signing could change the game for the Sixers this season? You've seen the Sixers make moves before, but this one feels different, doesn't it? This time, it's not just about adding depth or filling a gap. It's about injecting the team with the kind of energy and determination that can turn close games into wins. Think about those moments when the Sixers were just a few plays away from victory, when the outcome hinged on who wanted it more. That's where this new player comes in, a player who's not afraid to step up when the pressure is on, someone who thrives in the kind of intense situations that define a season. You know how important it is to have a player who can bring versatility to the court. This guy can play multiple roles, and that's something the Sixers have been lacking. Imagine a player who can come off the bench and immediately make an impact, someone who can score, defend, and even create opportunities for others. That's the kind of player the Sixers have just signed. You've been waiting for someone who can adapt to whatever the game demands, and now, the Sixers have that weapon in their arsenal. This player has the kind of experience that's invaluable, especially when the stakes are high. He's battled the best in the world and come out on top more times than you can count. You remember those crucial games where the Sixers seemed to run out of steam, where they needed someone to step up and take control. Now, they have someone who's been there before, who knows what it takes to win in those critical moments. It's a level of experience that can't be taught, and it's exactly what the Sixers need. You've seen the highlights, those jaw-dropping plays that make you believe in the impossible. This player isn't just about the flash, though. He brings a level of consistency that's rare in today's game. You can count on him to deliver when it matters most, to put in the work day in and day out, and to never take a single possession for granted. That's the kind of reliability that can turn a good team into a great one, and it's what you've been waiting to see from the Sixers. You know how important it is to have a player who can bring the best out of his teammates. This guy has a reputation for doing just that. He's the kind of player who can elevate the game of those around him, who can push the entire team to new heights. You've watched games where the Sixers struggled to find their rhythm, where it felt like something was missing. With this new addition, that could all change. He's the spark that can ignite the rest of the team, the leader who can set the tone and inspire others to follow. Think about the physicality of the NBA, the grind of an 82-game season, and the wear and tear it takes on players. This player has proven he can handle it. He's tough, durable, and unafraid to mix it up in the paint. You've seen the Sixers get bullied down low, seen them struggle against bigger, stronger teams. This new player brings a toughness that's been missing, a willingness to do the dirty work, to battle for rebounds, to defend the rim with everything he's got. It's the kind of toughness that wins games, and it's what you've been wanting to see more of from the Sixers. You've also seen how crucial it is to have a player who can step up in the postseason. Regular season success is one thing, but you know the playoffs are where legends are made. This player has shown that he can rise to the occasion when the lights are brightest. You remember the playoff exits, the close calls, the feeling of coming so close only to fall short. With this signing, the Sixers are sending a message that they're not just aiming to make the playoffs, they're aiming to make a deep run, and this player is a key part of that plan. You're tired of seeing the Sixers come up short, of watching them fall just shy of greatness. This new player is here to change that. He's here to bring a winning mentality, a refusal to accept anything less than victory. You've been waiting for a player who's not just content to be in the league but who's determined to make his mark, to leave a legacy. That's exactly what this player is bringing to the Sixers, and it's why the signing is so significant. You've followed the Sixers through ups and downs, through moments of brilliance and moments of frustration. This signing is a turning point, a moment when the Sixers are saying they're done with coming close. They're ready to compete at the highest level, and they've brought in a player who embodies that mindset. This is the kind of move that can shift the balance of power in the Eastern Conference, and you can feel the excitement building. You're probably thinking about the matchups, about how this new player will fit into the lineup, about what it means for the Sixers' chances this season. The potential is there, and you can see it. This signing isn't just about adding another body to the roster, it's about finding the missing piece, the player who can help the Sixers finally break through and achieve what you've been dreaming of for so long. Are you starting to see how this new player could change the game for the Sixers? You've been watching the Sixers closely, analyzing every move, every game, and now, with this new addition, you're probably wondering, could this really be the player who changes everything? Think about the impact this player can have, on the court, in the locker room, and in those crucial moments when everything is on the line. You've seen the potential, the flashes of brilliance, but you know it takes more than that to win a championship. It takes someone who's been through the battles, who's tasted victory and knows what it takes to get there again. This player brings a unique blend of skills and experience that the Sixers have been missing. He's not just a scorer, not just a defender, he's a player who can do it all. He's the type of guy who can make the smart pass, knock down the big shot, and lock down the opposing team's best player. You know how critical it is to have someone who can fill multiple roles, who can adapt to any situation and come through when the team needs it most. That's exactly what this player is bringing to the table. You've seen the Sixers struggle in the past with consistency, with finding the right balance between offense and defense. This new player has the ability to stabilize the team, to bring that much-needed consistency night in and night out. Imagine the Sixers having a player who can be relied upon every single game, who doesn't just show up but makes a difference every time he steps on the floor. That's what you can expect from this signing, and it's something that's been sorely lacking. Now, let's talk about leadership. You know how important it is to have someone who can lead by example, who can set the tone for the rest of the team. This player has proven himself as a leader on multiple stages, from the international courts to the toughest leagues in the world. You've seen the Sixers rise and fall based on the strength of their leadership, and this new addition is here to reinforce that foundation. He's someone who can rally the team, who can keep them focused and driven, no matter what challenges they face. You're probably wondering, who is this player? Maybe you've already guessed, based on the accolades and the impact he's had on the game. This player has been a standout on every team he's played for, and now he's bringing that talent and determination to the Sixers. He's known for his toughness, his versatility, and his ability to perform when the stakes are highest. You've seen him shine on the biggest stages, and now he's ready to do it again, this time in a Sixers jersey. Have you figured it out yet? The player who's set to make a difference for the Sixers this season is none other than Gershon Yabusele. Yes, the same Yabusele who threw down that unforgettable dunk in the Olympic final, who dominated in the EuroLeague, and who's now ready to bring his game back to the NBA. He's the player who's going to bring that extra edge, the toughness, and the winning mentality that the Sixers need to compete for a championship. Now that you know who he is, you can see why this signing is so significant. Yabusele isn't just another player, he's a game changer. He's someone who's going to make you believe that this season could be the one where everything finally comes together. You've been waiting for this, for a player who can push the Sixers over the top, and Yabusele is ready to step into that role. If you're as excited as I am about what this means for the Sixers, now's the time to make sure you don't miss a single update. Hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you're the first to hear all the latest Sixers news. You've followed the team through every high and low, and now, with Yabusele in the mix, you won't want to miss what comes next. This could be the start of something special, and you need to be there for every moment.